This will probably be more aimed at me. What's up, YouTube? Back at it again, here to show you another video. So, let's get right into it. We are going to replace this dashboard right here. You can see it's not in good condition at all. This was a dashboard I believe I bought off of eBay. This is like a newer year because this is mine's is technically the first gen 944. This is like the second gen, and I bought it, modified it, put a bunch of stuff in it, and over the years the sun beat the hell out of it. After I reflocked the whole dash, it just did not last. So we are going to switch it up to something 10 times better, and yeah, do a bunch of extra goodies and add an extra bunch of stuff to this new dashboard that we're going to put in. So let's just, without further ado, let's just go on the computer and just show you guys this.
Alright guys, here we are back again in our fantasy world called Rhino. So, you can see this is our dashboard, and this is an amazing little add-on piece. I only hope that it fits because don't really know the contents of this dashboard. You know, it'll be obviously better if I was to scan my dashboard that I have. But yeah, we're just kind of going off and winging it. Honestly, this is all 3D printed plastic. I'll make sure I print it thick enough so basically I can trim it back and do whatever I want. So this is what it's gonna look like, guys. Let me just give you a view. So this is in the driver's seat. So you can see this is honestly, like, I'm really digging this. Like I said, this is going to be a Windows computer, separate Windows computer, because I remember, well, if you guys remember, I had my Raspberry Pi actually holding my Windows 11 software. So I'm actually going to get a separate mini form factor computer, which they make those and they're actually pretty cheap. So it doesn't need to be the strongest, it just needs to be strong enough to hold my Infinity software. So yeah, honestly, I am liking this. Don't look at this part, because obviously, you know, which not gonna work. I extended it over a lot, honestly, just so we can make sure we have enough to trim when we get it to the car, to the actual dashboard. So yeah, I'm liking this. On the side right here, I should have made it, but there's gonna be like a cutout for the buttons to control this switch, this screen here. And then we're gonna have a USB branched off from the side, so we can actually control the computer back there, so we don't have to, you know, open up this whole thing just to get to the computer. So I'm pretty hype about this, honestly. I like the way it looked. Like I said, just go back to the dash view. That's what you're gonna see, and it's gonna look very like fighter pilot kind of thing. So yeah, eventually when I get rid of my gauges here, I'm going to actually get a like full-on dash with a PDM and all that stuff. So that's going to be very cool. Can't wait for that. Eventually that'll happen. So what you can just imagine, screen here, radio screen here, and touch screen here. Jeez, this is becoming quite the car. This is going to be the cockpits of all cockpits. Honestly, like this fighter jet, just everything. It's gonna look amazing. Super hype. Alright, let's get this printed and get it back to the dashboard.
Alright guys, nice beautiful day, spring day, really nice. So we have this new printed piece now. Let's go ahead and show you guys the dashboard that we have to put this on, I guess. Right, so this is a dashboard from GT Racing. I'd like to thank Joel, because he really helped me out with this piece. I think this was like the last one or something. Alright, so this is a race dashboard, all fiberglass, of course. I think this thing's pretty cool. Let's try to make it better now, right? So this is the piece that we printed, so let's go ahead and I guess, like, it's very interesting because they molded this whole piece together. Like, I understand why, obviously you could put gauges all over this thing,
but I'm gonna have to find out how it centers itself here. It's gonna be weird. I might have to cut into this dashboard to actually make this thing work. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other dashboard to see where this thing lines up. Yeah, so for reference, this is exactly what it looks like. You can see the screen is more or less flat into the dash, not really facing me. So I want like more of the fighter cockpit kind of thing. So I need this thing to angle at least 10 to 15 more degrees at me. So not too bad. Kind of sucks that I have to cut into this thing so early in the game, especially because this thing wasn't cheap. But when you have a vision, you gotta make sure you meet that vision. Let's go ahead and mark this thing and slice this thing. Alright guys, next morning here, and you can see we have this thing all nicely taped up and smooth and transitioned out. So, made a post up on Instagram, and it seems like you guys really like what I'm doing here. So, if you guys not follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me, because I do post a lot of updates there way before it even hits YouTube. So, now, since I'm pretty happy with this, and everybody else is too, we're going to start the whole fiberglassing process. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and then start to lay down some fiberglass. Alright, so I'm either going to be really happy with this or really disappointed with this, but we did get this done. We fiberglassed it, and yeah, it can either come out really nicely. Right now it's looking like I don't really have much sanding to do on the top, so we are going to smooth it out and then Bondo everything nice and smooth. Bottom half looks like it's kind of swaying a bit, so I might have to chop some of this off and relay the bottom half again, but we'll see. We'll see. After this all dries, we'll see how much I can get smooth with sanding and how much Bondo work I actually would have to do. So, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Cool. So I let this sit outside for about 3 hours, and you can see this thing is all hardened up now. Yeah, so the bottom half looks like it can use another layer of fiberglass just to make it more smooth. I don't know. I can cut off the high extrusion parts and start the Bondo process, since technically the fiberglass has made this everything one technically. But yeah, I don't really know. If you guys would comment at the end of the video what I should have done. But I know I need more work with this fiberglass stuff, so I'm going to actually lay some more fiberglass on it, simply because, you know, I know how to Bondo. I know how to smooth stuff out with Bondo. I've done that several times. I think I would like to use a little bit more practice with fiberglassing. So we're gonna fiberglass this until we get this kind of smoother, and then we're gonna finish up with some Bondo.
Alright guys, laid another layer of fiberglass on the bottom. You can see it actually looks a lot better. So now that this piece is actually one and completely super strong, now we can start the sanding process, getting this thing looking pretty, and then we can freaking add some Bondo and smooth all of this out. Then this thing will be completely one. So that's gonna be really cool. So let's go ahead and just get started because I'm hyped to see this thing. Alright guys, a week of sanding later and we're pretty almost there. Everything is really smooth. The basic curves are basically there. Look at that. That's a nice swooping curve. And we did keep this line here, so you can see it nicely fades in. So that's very nice. Next we have to do, which is stage 2. It's like a putty. It's basically just like Bondo, like what we just did, but it's like a bit thinner, I believe. So that way we can get up in these like little crevices here and try and like smooth out everything easier. So, but before we do that, I'm actually torn between this original idea and another idea that will take this build even over the top of whatever the top is already on already. So let's go ahead and show you that, guys, this thing right here. Yes, another screen. Not just a really like another screen. This is like a 12 point something inch screen here. This is another 14.9 inch screen that would go from here to here. I really think that would take this build over the top. Where'd I get the idea from? Well, you guys know, honestly, we're stepping into the future here. You can see all those Mercedes interiors and BMW's interiors. Even that weird electric Dodge thing has, you know, a dual screen interior. Try and see if I can put all the images up on screen here. But I really think by adding another screen and removing these analog gauges would really throw this build over the tippity top that it's already about to fall over on. This is like a major resto mod idea, honestly, and I think we can power the whole thing with a Windows computer. So you guys know I do have a Windows, I believe on this screen right here I'm running Windows 11, so I believe I can transfer that and display all of the gauges and all of my important information here, along with the Raspberry Pi screen we're doing down here. I think this is going to be really, really cool, and honestly I think I'm just gonna be surrounded by screens. I'll try and see if I can think about this idea a little bit more, but yeah, it kind of makes no sense for me to kind of continue if I'm just gonna chop this dashboard up again. So gonna definitely marinate on this idea, but I know you guys can picture it. Just another screen here. I'm gonna go ahead, try and see if I can find measurements of this screen here, and then cut out a cardboard and place it in here and see how it would fit. All right, guys, I need to come off of Amazon. Look at this, a 24-inch long display. Jeez, man, look at this. Look at this. It'll be like up to here. I'm gonna go crazy on Amazon. I gotta come off of Amazon. Too many ideas are just flowing right now. All right, guys, a solution to our what ifs finally came. All right, now finally take a look at this screen. Nicely bubble wrapped, I see. Sheesh, this housing is huge on this damn thing. See the controller and everything there, and let's go ahead and take this out, and here we are. Nice screen, don't like the bezels, but I guess we'll design something around this. Let's go ahead and get this over here now. And damn. Alright, so after giving it a fair bit of thought, this screen, which is originally here on this dashboard and my other dashboard, it's not going to go here. And this is going to be my giant infotainment center. Sheesh, this thing is big, boy. Damn. Alright. So, it's going to be interesting. To try and hide the bezels, I guess when I make my 3D printed holder, I'm going to have this in front of it like this. So it lines up like that. So it kind of looks like a giant, you know, one long screen. You're going to see the separations, but, you know, less prevalent. So that's actually going to be pretty cool. I think I'm going to try and keep them level since this screen is significantly wider. Yeah, honestly, this is pretty cool. Screen probably weighs about 3 pounds. No, pound and a half, 2 pounds, honestly. So it's not like we're adding too much weight to this dash, but this thing is going to be amazing. No matter what the dash weight after this will be, because remember, this thing is going carbon fiber, and then I guess add back the weight with some of this, but it's still going to be lighter than the OEM dash, so we're still winning here. But damn, guys, damn. Like, can you guys just picture this? This will probably be more angled at me like that. Probably. So this was about 7 degrees, so I think I'm going to kick it out to 15. so it angles out more. And then since this thing comes down so much over here, I think I'm gonna extend this down here and block it off right there. We're probably just gonna chop off a lot of this dashboard and remake and, like, you know, resection this. And then probably down here we're gonna leave some space for, I guess, a cigarette lighter port and whatnot. Small things that can't go, you know, obviously in the screen. So I guess my cigarette lighter and stuff will go here. Yeah, I'm really liking this. This look is going to be very futuristic. Very futuristic. Super hype at how this is coming out, guys. Super hype. It sucks that I kind of wasted a lot of my time, not to mention your time, and yeah, materials, because this stuff isn't cheap, especially with Biden in office. So yeah, just gonna try and look past this, and yeah, let's like kind of move forward. So I guess with the next video, I guess this was kind of a waste of video, but still informative nonetheless. I did learn how to Bondo and smooth and, you know, get everything nice. Still dusty, but yeah. So it wasn't a complete waste of time. So in the next video, we are definitely going to be moving forward on this dashboard. We got to remove this original piece, probably just tap it off with a hammer. It probably just fall right off, I don't know, but I'm gonna remove this original piece and then 3D print a new bracket with both of these screens integrated, and yeah, move forward from there. And then I guess from there in carbon fiber, I probably won't show so much of the Bondo work since I already did it here. So the next video should be not redundant, I guess. So the next video, I guess we would have a lot more fun. So that is about it for this video, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Never forget, never stop modifying.